Forge is one of the most newest 100,000 plus player racking game. It's getting hundreds and thousands of players like daily. So I just like to go and give my thoughts on the game, and yeah, let's just hop right into the video. First thing, when you enter the game, you might see the race reroll section, which I'm not too big of a fan of, yet I'm still fine with it. The only problem is some of the chances are about like 0.5, which is just abysmal, and not many people are gonna get that. So I like to request the developers, please change it. And the problem being, you need to spend Robux to get race rerolls, which is kind of ass backwards if you think about it, because like it's a huge part of the game, and yeah, it's kind of like Pet Simulator at that point. Then there is obviously the codes. The reason why I'd say codes is fine is because if the codes aren't getting deleted from the game, that's kind of stupid, because no, if the codes are getting deleted from the game, that's stupid, because now you're removing your player's gameplay experience just because you want to make it so that's limited time. So let's say you join a bit later on and you just don't get the certain item. Like you can get 10 rerolls if you join in December 1st, but if you join in December 3rd and the code just expires, you can't get the 10 rolls, which is very detrimental to your own gameplay. So I don't see why that's a case at all. But yeah, I did see the video about the person making the game. I mean, it's alright, but yeah, just wanna state that. And the gambling aspect of games, I really recommend you not add too much, because when you add too much, you just become Souls RNG, and Souls RNG doesn't have gameplay. We'll be talking about the gameplay of the game very soon. The gameplay is really repetitive. It's just mine rock, get ore, forge, sell item. If it's very good, equipped item, kill enemy. Well, is there a problem with the whole thing? There is a huge problem. The problem being the enemies are just easy to kill, except for the Reapers. If you have enough skill, you could probably kill everything with basically the base weapon that you get when you start the game. And that's not a joke. Well, why do people like this type of gameplay? It's because of the RNG mechanic, after all. The forge is the main part of this game. Truly a forge. Well, how does the forge work? You put in some ores, you play a few mini games, and then you get an item based on like what you put in. The more you put in of an item, you get a new weapon or armor. There's only two types of things you can craft. It's either weapons or armor. Well, the heavier weapons are what happens when you put a lot of materials inside, but doesn't mean it's good. It just means it's dealing more damage and it costs more to make. But the lighter weapons don't need you to put as much resources into it. What is a good example of this? The heavy armors and the light armor. The light chestplate costs a tiny bit. You can put in basically almost anything and you can get a light chestplate. But a heavy chestplate, you need to put a lot of a certain material inside. But must it be a certain material? Like, let's say, must it really just be like demonite? You must put in 1 billion demonite inside the forge to get a 1 heavy chestplate. No, you can put any material. But what about the material? So does that just mean that, oh, you can use any material to craft the best weapon in the game? That's where the variety comes in. There is ores. The ores basically give stat buffs to the armor piece. So you could put in 10, for example, you need 20 of a certain material to get a sword or something, like a Zoai handler. And let's say you want to put 10 uranium and 10 demonite. Of course, 10 demonite and 10 uranium will make a better sword than if you put iron and gold. And that is pretty cool. It gives some variety into the crafting mechanic. The forging itself gets a bit repetitive, and I don't blame it. It's what it is. And I don't really want to get into the part where people like to say it's just M1 forever. That could be said the same for RPG games, but I don't want to get into that as well. It's a bit complicated, but if we could have a small mini game while mining the rocks, that would be amazing. So yeah, it's kind of like fish for the most part, the mining part, yeah. But other than that, I'd say this is a pretty solid system. What we're gonna be touching on next is probably just the enemy types, because what else do you use armor and weapons for? Fighting enemies. In the Forge, the combat's very simple. There is a block. If you hold down the block, it makes you take less damage. But if you perfectly time it, when the sword is gonna hit you and you hit block, you will parry it, taking 0 damage, no matter how much damage is. Now, some enemies have some attack feints, which is pretty decent. Those are the Reapers. Only one enemy has it, which kind of does suck. We'll be getting into enemy types very soon. We have a roll that for some odd reason doesn't give you iframes. Iframes being invincibility frames, because the average viewer that plays this game is really young, so they don't understand what an iframe is. An iframe is an invincibility frame where you take no damage at all. Now, there is also the normal attacks. There's a swing, and there's a heavy swing. Heavy swings are kind of useless in this game. It's mostly just M1, so spam M1 and win. Because heavy swings deal a bit more damage but take a long have a long wind up. You can probably do a heavy swing after following up with all your normal swings and having your end lag, and you can just use a heavy swing to end the end lag and stuff. But I'm guessing none of you guys know what that means, so stick to the normal swings and don't use heavy swings. Unless you have the enemies on 100 HP and your normal M1 does like 199 damage and use the heavy swing. Please, it helps you a lot. Now, the enemy types are really depressing. There's 3, maybe 4 enemy types. There's the normal guys that swing at you and one hit parry, second hit get parried, and then you hit them 5 times before rinse and repeat. 3 to 5 times depending on the weapon, sometimes only 1, because I know the heavy weapons have a second long like attack cooldown thing. Now, the other enemy type being the ranged attacks, which is as simple as it gets to ranged attack. And then there is the floor exploding thing. I don't know what to say. It's just an average red circle on the ground that once it reaches the circle in the middle reaches the side, it has an explosion or something, and it's like a poison cloud. The last one is the Reapers. Reapers are the most deep-woken, quotation marks, like enemies, because they kind of also have a block or parry, whatever you call it, and they have feints. They have attack feints. They can feint their attacks, and they have more than one attack. So that is one of the best enemies in the game to challenge. Who knew? So yeah, those are everything about the Forge. If you like this video, why not go check out my other videos and subscribe to the channel, please. It helps me a lot right now. And I hope this game is gonna get better. I'd like to ask for more enemy types, a bit more depth to the combat system. But after all, this is tailoring to little kids, so, or like children, about less of the age of me, because I'm still a child. Yeah, it's gonna always be not as good as other games, but let's just hope it stays pretty decent and is not terrible. Well, the other thing that I'd like to ask the developers, if they decide to watch this video, which you're probably not going to, because I'm a small creator, of course, I believe that maybe you guys can improve in like other ways, like making it so that getting the rerolls there's a renewable way to get rerolls. It can be luck based, but it doesn't need to be if you join this period of time you can get such and so rerolls, if you join in this period of time you can get such and so rerolls, and increase the odds of getting angel and demon. Another thing that I'd like to go and state is, please, if you want to play this game, go and play it. I like the game, it's pretty decent, I'll continue to play it, but currently I just got back into B game, and yeah. This game's going to probably stay, it's either going to stay there like Blox Fruits or go down, which, looking at it, it might become fish if do not sell the game, developers, do not sell the game. Passion project my ass if you sold the game. But yeah, let's hope you didn't do that. I will see you in the next video. Subscribe and like. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked this video, why not check out my others? They might not be the same because I'm still trying to find my footing, but yeah.